good body position, good head position. Your head's not coming up when you turn to breathe, and a nice forward extension. The rhythm or the timing of the stroke is good, and you're pushing pretty much all the way through the stroke as well. So lots of good things there. Most of the improvement for you is going to come from improving your underwater catch, which we'll talk about in the underwater section. So from this angle, looking at your streamline and your hand placement, as well as rotation. Rotation can be a little better in the sense that when you reach forward, you want your upper body or torso to sort of be not entirely on its side, but sort of on your side, whereas you're a little flatter through the water. Hand position is good, so you're reaching pretty much right in front of your shoulder, which is where you want to be, and that's where you want to start the catch, or start the stroke. Start the pull, what I'm trying to say. So, looking at your right arm has a bit of the high elbow catch, which is good. That's where you want to be, or the early vertical forearm, meaning that your hand and forearm angle down early in the stroke, and you're able to get leverage with your hand and forearm. Your left arm is doing more of a straight arm style of pulling, which means that your upper arm and your forearm are remaining at one angle, so your hand and forearm are not going vertical earlier in the stroke. The kick rhythm looks fine. It looks well timed with your strokes. The main drills, and the ones that I had you work on, were the one arm pulling and doggy paddle. Those are the ones that really help with the catch technique. It's a matter of how much of your energy is spent pulling you forward. With the straight arm style of pulling that your left arm is doing, the first third of the stroke, a lot of water is just being pushed downwards. At the end of the video, I've got still frames, so you can see more of a frame by frame picture of your strokes. But for a new swimmer, your technique is very good, and hopefully between the lesson and now, you've continued to work on it. Alright, so here just looking at the hand position and the way you're pulling. As you pull through, your hands sort of pull under your body, maybe a little more than you need to, but it's not bad at all.
Really reaching. Very good.
So here I had you working on extending a little more fully and rotating a bit more. So you can see just doing a little more of an extra reach is going to get you more water per stroke, meaning you'll cover more distance per stroke. The outcome of which is you should go faster, as well as be slightly more streamlined. So you have two ways you can get faster: improved streamline, meaning less resistance through the water, as well as increased force, or improved technique, which increases your force moving you forward.
So one arm drill.
So this is one arm drill, really trying to get the high elbow. And you're doing a good job with that right arm. So from this angle, you would like to see the hand and forearm essentially become smaller from view, meaning they've angled down, and you're doing that. Some are better than others. But this is my recommendation for a way to really improve it. You think about reaching forward well and then trying to scoop the water. Roll that shoulder internally.
Yep.
Hand and forearm go vertical, and you get what's called a good catch. Left arm better. Still a little bit of a straight arm pull. But when you think about it, that's, going to
Normal
improve
swimming.
as you do it.
Trying to concentrate on the catch. Very good. Good. So doing some doggy paddle. Definitely getting some catch.
Doggy
to
paddle
your
is a technique
pulls here.
drill as well as a strength builder. So you're really trying to
A
scoop the
little
water,
bit of
catch
a
the water,
internal pull,
and
that was a good
sort of
one
puts you in
tonight.
isolation. So
Left
it
looks pretty good on the other side.
does build strength for swimming.
Take a short breathe.
You're doing a good job there.
Leaving on the 21. So this is focusing on good reach and then trying to get the best catch you can. Oop. Zoomed in, sorry. Very good, and you're coming in on the 3, so that's a 42 second or a 43 second 50.
So looking at your left arm, entering the water. Good extension forward. This is before we had any comments. And then if you look at the angle of your hand, forearm, and upper arm, they're all sort of one line through the first part of the stroke. And what you'd like to see is that hand and forearm going kind of straight up and down. It requires some flexibility and just a lot of practice. And then you pull slightly under your body, it's not bad. And then you do follow through or push through all the way, which is good. So now looking at your right arm. So pretty good reach forward. Not a lot of rotation on your side. So your torso is a little bit flat through the water here. And then you can see the hand and forearm starting to angle differently than the upper arm. So the curvature is what you want to see. And then a little more curve to that. So still some straight arm, but this is good right here. The hand and forearm are more straight up and down, meaning that the water that you're pulling back is going directly back instead of down and back. Bit of a rotation or pull under your body, again not bad, and then good follow through. So your technique is very good for a new swimmer. Keep working on it, you're going to get faster and faster. I hope this all helps.